Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a show, Teen Wolf, Season 4, Episode 7. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, so we got the kids having to take a test for college. We got four of them: Styles, Malia, Kira, and Scott. They in school on this Saturday. They got to take a 3-hour test, and that's what was supposed to have been happening. I was like, okay, they doing teenage stuff, right? Oh no, because we still got the killers going on. Lydia's still trying to, well, she cracked the last part of the list, thanks to going through Meredith's stuff after she killed herself. And she found a picture that it was taken to Meredith that was actually in the room she was in her grandmother's house, this soundproof room. So, curiosity there, what does that mean? I guess we'll have to wait to find out. Meanwhile, the killers are going super hard because now you got two different things going on. You got oh no, that was the last episode when he kidnapped Liam to try to get that girl back. No, this time we got the teacher that's administering the test is actually the killer. He's a killer. He's an assassin. And so he then poisoned the ink that they was using to put their fingerprint on each test. And so now everybody got smallpox, but it's a light version of smallpox, but it's deadly to the supernatural. So Lydia's mom is there, and she done figured out that it's smallpox somehow. So she didn't call the CDC. This is the quickest CDC time I ever seen in my life at this school that showed up and quarantined the whole class. But somehow, those four, Scott, Malia, Kira, and Styles, managed to get out. And now they making their way down to try to find a cure to the vote. Because the virus makes you unable to control your abilities. So Kira and, Styles, no, Styles was just sick. Malia and Scott couldn't control their transformations. They was going back and forth, having a hard time, got to the point where they almost couldn't even see. Kira, hers was neurological. So she just was writing stuff wrong or off, saying about things, but she wasn't having, because she don't have a transformation. So, but when they were doing the blood test, the CDC, and they try to stick a needle in her, she shocks the lady with her electrical powers. Why? You don't use your electrical powers for anything. Not to fight, not to charge your sword, to fight an enemy, not to call it down on nothing, not to pull something out the ground or out of a nearby electrical outlet. Nothing. You don't do nothing with these shock powers. But now all of a sudden, Little Miss Pikachu, you want to shock the doctor. Okay, sure, whatever. So, Satomi, the lady whose wolves had been getting sick in the first place that Derek and the other lady had been looking for, Malia, they found out where they was at. They was all dying. One was still alive. Satomi brought it to Deaton. Didn't work out, but he figured out what it was, and that's how they knew what the cure was, thanks to Satomi and Hati and Derek. So they, of course, in the vault, this new set that they got to use because they built it. So we're back in the vault again. It's another way into the vault, through the basement, from inside the school. Okay, so now they're in there. The T is in there. They don't know it till the last minute after Styles had to leave the vault to go figure all of this out, mind you. And mind you, they had to use a whole bunch of other stuff to try to figure it out. Now, mind you, to get into this vault, you need claws and you need to be a Hale. And so they didn't trick Malia into opening the door for them because her claws was already out, and Scott said he couldn't use his. They haven't told her that Peter is her father yet. But she found out this episode when she found the last part of the list with her name on it for $4 million, and it said Malia Hale. So she's pissed at Styles for that. But the thing is, because they had to do that to get in, how the heck did you get out, Styles? They just show him walking up to the door. The next thing you know, the door closing, and he's on the other side of it. And I was wondering that when he was getting ready to leave them down there. I'm like, how are you opening the door, sir? But we skipped past that, and he finally waited to get out, but he couldn't get back in to tell them that the tea was down there. But they heard him through the door. Scott got the tea out. Well, broke the jar, and all of the dust from the tea saved them. They didn't need to drink it or nothing. They just needed the dust from the tea. And it saved their life. So, yeah, Malia read, because they couldn't see it first, but then Malia read the letter and found out what it was, and so she pissed and she out. So, I don't know what that effect that's going to have on Styles. Don't know. But that was what happened in this episode. I don't know what they're going to do about all these assassins, but it's totally gotten out of control. And it took Scott's father to save Styles from getting shot in the head by the killer. The killer dead. The assassin is dead thanks to Scott's father. So, yeah. Well, we still got a town full of other assassins, and we still need to find out who this benefactor is. So I guess we shall see it as they debate on what to do with the $500,000 that Scott got under his bed. Like, pay the bills. Why are we still questioning this? Anyway, that was this episode, and I will see you guys for the next one. In the meantime, have a great day.